Today I'm going to be seeing what's living in the lake. Brought a net along so I can have a little scoop. Now at the minute it mainly is silt. Not many water plants around, but I'm sure I'll still be able to find something. Let's see if there's anything living underneath this step. Ooh, we've got a little mollusk here. I think this might be a lake fingernail clam, and I think this might be the first live one I've found. Normally I just find the shells. Just thought I saw something a little bit shiny. Kick it in the net. Oh, there we go. That's probably an old empty one, but we can have a look. This one is an empty shell. It's got a couple of hitchhikers. Just about see one plodding along there. So that is our two-spotted water louse. Let's have a look for anything moving. There's a couple of very tiny mites here and there, but I won't be able to move those across. We've got some more of the water lice. So there's quite a few of the water lice running around, which is quite nice. Even some little worms. And a damselfly nymph blending in there. There's a little shrimp just there. Quite cool. And we have another type of nymph. Let's see if I can get this one out and pop him in the other tray. Here's that other nymph. This might be an older fly nymph, but I'll have to double check. There's so many little bits and bobs that I won't be able to move them all to the other tray. You even see a very tiny little bug. I think that might be a mayfly nymph, just a very small one. Little worm-like creature there, quite spotty, that's interesting. See some very small mites and other things moving at the edge. That got me quite a bit more than I expected, because I was just trying to scoop up that shell. So I'm going to properly try and do some kick sampling now and see what I get. So kick sampling is essentially putting the net at the bottom, so that's on the bottom there. And then normally you do this in rivers, so you disturb the sediment and then the flow will push things into the net. But as I am in a lake, I will disturb the sediment at the bottom and push it into the net. That one was quite a bit muddier than I was expecting. Having a quick look, and I can't see too much moving about to add to our other tray. But I'll try again in just a second. Found a bit of a ledge to rest the net on. Oh, there's a couple of wriggly bits in there. We've got another damselfly larvae. And also a rather large worm. Now, I'm not sure what that one is, but I'll have a bit of a research and see what I can find out. Much larger than the ones that were in the last scoop. Just dropping the worm off. It is very interesting. There's also some more water lice. So these are the isopods of fresh water. And a different shaped shell too. This one might not be our great pond snail, it might be a different one. And then once I'm done looking at the bugs, I try and pop them back in roughly the same place that I got them. And you always wash out your tray, just in case there's any stragglers. Now, lots of the water bugs like reeds, so I'm going to give a go with my net here. Let's try here. It's not too deep near these reeds, so I don't think I'll get much. Although I did find a leech. Sticking himself to the bottom of the tray there. So for most leeches you need a microscope to identify them. We've got around 17 species in the UK. We've got a few of the little water boatmen and also a water louse swimming around. So I managed to find a few things. We've got some water boatmen. We've got some damselfly larvae. There's a few of those floating about. And also a fish who popped up in my net, which I don't get very often. Is it going to focus? I can't tell, the sun's in my eyes. Hopefully that's focused. He's going back in the water. He's gone. Now this one isn't open, which means after 6 years of being on this site, I've finally found a live one, which I've never found before. So this is very, very cool. So I have to see if I can try and get good enough pictures for an ID. So this one came from a scoop in at the bottom of this clump of reeds. So I'm dropping him back down. I'm going to very lightly tap with my foot so he can get back under the sediment. I've just turned around and it looks like there might be a snail. Now, is this just a shell or is there someone at home? Let's see. Oh, I think that's an empty shell. That would have been a great pond snail. You can see a few more empty shells lying around. That one looks a bit bigger. It's quite a large one. I managed to get quite a few species there, and one that I've never even seen alive before, and just found the shells. So it's a very successful time. Now, I have done a video on some pond dipping before, so feel free to check that one out if you haven't already. I can't resist a good old log flip. Ooh, I think that was a common shiny wood mouse. Some earthworms too. And some extremely small mites. Just gonna pick them up. Never seen anything like it. We've got some ram's horn snail shells and I believe a very disguised water scorpion. There was just a little frog trying to escape. I think he did escape me. Oh no. I think the frog has completely escaped me today. Oh, but we do have another frog hiding there. these are probably marsh frogs. And another frog. He stayed after all. Oh, and it's just hidden. There was a European nursery web spider. Oh no, it's not hidden, I'm just blind. European nursery web spider. And a few frogs. So I'll get the frogs to move before I pop the log back, just so I don't squish them. Let's see, will he let me? Oh, he just let me pick him up. So yeah, these guys are most definitely marsh frogs. He's very small, that one. Oh, there you go, mate. Off you pop. I don't know if that's far enough. There we go. Both frogs are now out there. The log is now back to its original place without squashing our little froggy friends. Got another one here. Oh, that one's quite squelchy. Oh, we've got some earthworms and some beetle larvae by the looks of it. Not much on the log. Oh, kingfisher. Don't know if my camera picked that up. The kingfisher came right over, saw I was here and then flew off.